All right, ladies and gentlemen and programmers, we're going to do lesson 2, part 3. And where does the crab get its move and turn methods from? Answer that question the best you can. If you don't know it, ask me in live. Okay, and maybe actually this will help. Okay, write this down on your handouts. A subclass inherits all the methods that from its superclass. That means that it has and can use all the method that its superclass defines. So basically what that means is, where does the crab get its move and turn methods from? It gets them either from animal or actor, because it inherits all of animals' methods and all of actors' methods. In this case, it's getting them from animal. Make sure you write this down in your notes. And remember, it shows an is-a relationship. A crab is an animal, and a crab is also an actor, and an animal is an actor. An actor is not an animal, and an actor is not a crab, and an animal is not a crab. It's like a one-way relationship. All right, so open up the editor for the animal class, switch to documentation view, find the list of methods for all its classes. So what this means is you're going to go over here, you're going to double click on animal, and right here you can see here's all the source code for animal. So that's over here. I'm on source code versus documentation. So switch to source code, and you can see that somebody taught, this is a method definition, somebody taught the animal how to move, how to outworld edge, how to can see, and somewhere in here is how to move, I think. No, is move not in here? Oh yeah, move. Okay, so, but now what I want you guys to do is go to the documentation view. It's kind of a summary of what we have, and based on this, here's the method summary. Based on this, how many methods are written in the animal class? So write that down. Write that down. How many methods does this class have? Okay, so which of these methods can the crab use? And which of these methods can the crab not use? Okay, see if you can figure that out and write it down. Which ones are questions? So of these, which one of these are, so some are commands, some are questions. Which are questions? Okay, write that down. And this is just for your help. So these are a copy of those methods. The crab inherits all of the methods of the animal class, while the animal class inherits all of the methods of the Greenfoot actor class. Okay, so write this, answer these questions. What do you call a method with a void return type? Okay, and ask for help if you need help on any of these. See if you can answer those, and if you don't know how to answer them, call me over. Okay, so write this down on your handouts. Calling a method with a void return type issues a command. Calling a method with a non-void return type asks a question. So if we go back, okay, this is Boolean. It's a question. Are you at the edge of the world? It's going to answer it with a true or a false. Same thing. Hey, can you see this particular class? An object of this class. It answers it true or false. So these are questions. It returns a true or false. This is void. It's a command. It doesn't return anything. It's just asking it to do. It's saying, hey, do this thing. It's not asking it a question, so it doesn't return anything. If that makes sense. Okay, so basically the next thing what we want to do is we want to right click and put in a new crab. We go into inherited from animal, and we ask it, hey, are you at the edge of the world? And its answer is false at this case. And what are the other possible answers? False, or what's the other one? See if you can figure it out. And how, like, if you just looking at this, like, we tested it out, but if you just look at it, you would just know from the return type right here, or the return type right here, what the answers would be. So see if you can figure out, like, how do you know what the two possible answers are? All right, so okay, so we just did that. So put it in the, oops, not that one. So we just did that. If you put the crab in the middle of the world and you say outworld edge, what is it going to return? Okay, and then let the crab run to the edge of the screen, or you can just move it to the edge of the screen and ask it that question again and see what it does. Okay, now we're getting to conditional statements. These are tricky. So this is an if statement, which is a conditional statement. Okay, so write this down. and then hit pause on this video and write this down, and then hit play again when you have got the stuff written down. Okay, so I'm guessing you wrote it down. A conditional statement executes everything between the curly braces. So we have the body of our if statement here, right? So here's the condition. If @world edge is true, then we're going to do everything between these curly braces, in this case turn 17. If this condition is false, we're going to skip everything between this. Okay, so this is a conditional statement. It's an if statement, only executed if the condition is true. So it's only going to do this stuff if this condition between these two parentheses is true. An if statement can be used to write instructions that are executed only when a certain condition is true. So the certain condition is @world edge. And again, if it's everything between here is true, then it's going to turn. Otherwise, it's not going to turn. Now, on the other hand, move is outside of the if statement. And so the move is always just going to, the